What's up, Glue Dots? I'm Elaine, the Midnight Crafter. I've got the perfect project for you given the times, and it can be done with all Dollar Tree items that you may already even have at home, or by adding one more item from your local grocery store, it'll open up even more options for other designs. So I was wearing this shirt when I had done this method on a while ago when I went to my Pilates class, and the instructor said, you need to make a video of that because it is super cool. So I had forgotten all about it until my niece made a similar video on her brand new YouTube channel, which you'll have to go check out. Show her some love and support in true Glue Dot style, because you guys are absolutely awesome and you rock, and she will be so happy. And besides that, she's flippin' adorable anyway. Her channel name is Taylor Chrisman, and I will leave a link for it down below in the description box. So if you haven't already, I'd love it if you join our Glue Dot family by hitting that subscribe button right there down below, and don't forget to hit the bell next to it so that you'll be informed when I upload new videos. Give me a big fat thumbs up if you're enjoying my channel, and let me know if you think this is something you might do at home. Also, don't forget to enter the Bling Owl keychain drawing. I do that drawing the first of every month, and I will leave that link also down in the description box. So there's some good stuff down there, guys. Don't forget to check it out. All right, I bet you guys are anxious to see how this is done, so let's get to it. Okay, first of all, what you're going to want to do is lay out your garbage bag so you have a nice surface that's safe to work on. And then I'm just using this baby onesie because I had some extra ones from my previous business that I used to do. So that's what I'm going to use, but I'm sure you all have a lot of old t-shirts laying around, and if not, you can get them from Dollar Tree. So you may want to take a little bit of some paper or something and put it on the inside so that this doesn't leak through. So the next thing you're going to do, if you have these metal letters, or if you have anything similar to it, anything that will lay really nice and flat on your piece of material, these metal letters work great. I know that there's limited sayings, but you can find these at Dollar Tree. So what I've done here is I put bleach, regular old Clorox bleach. You know, with all of the bleaching we've been doing lately and sanitizing things, it's kind of nice to have something fun to do with this stuff, right? So I've just poured it into a little tiny spray bottle that I happen to have from something else. You can get spray bottles at Dollar Tree as well. And then all we're gonna do, it's very simple, is just go through and spray around on your fabric here. So you don't want to super duper saturate, because otherwise it will seep under the letters. So you kind of want to give it a little bit and see how it goes. You're going to be able to watch this develop, as so to speak. So kind of keep an eye on it. It should be less than 10 minutes for this to start coming up. And I can already see a little bit around some of the edges where it is starting to lighten up some. I'm not sure if you guys can see it at all, but there's starting to get a little bit of color change between here and here, which is where the bleach has gotten on it. So I'm going to watch it for a little bit, and then what I may do is go in and spray again, kind of in a little more defined area, but again, not saturating too much, because you don't want it to get so wet that it doesn't have the crispness of the letters. So try and do a little bit of testing first and make sure that it's not on stream, because also if there's too much saturation, you'll sometimes get holes in your fabric as well, and we don't want holes. Okay, here's the fun part. It's been, I don't know, 5-6 minutes, and we're just going to carefully go in and lift up. And look at how cool that is. Isn't that adorable? So this is one way of doing this. Now I'm going to show you another way. So don't just fast forward through this, because you don't want to miss these different ways. The other thing you're going to want to do now is take this. You don't have to do it immediately, but wash this and dry it, and then that way it'll kind of stop it where it is. So one of the other really cool fun things about this is that different color shirts give you different colors of design. So sometimes black comes up. I'm going to wipe my area down here, so in case there's any overspill or overspray, I don't want it to bleach my shirt up where I don't want. So anyway, one of the fun things is that these different colors come up differently. So this one I'm going to turn inside out, because here's another little way of doing it. Make sure that you have it inside out, but make sure you have the front of the shirt. Okay, now remember, because this is the inside of the shirt, to not go right side, you need to reverse it, so it's going to be wrong side. Otherwise, it's going to be wrong side once you flip the shirt the right way out. Pretty logical, but yet something sometimes we forget. So our shirt is inside out. This is the front side of the shirt, but the inside out, and our pattern here is reversed. It's not just the camera, it's actually reversed. So we're going to do the same thing again and take our little bleach spray and spray it around on our pattern. And this one you can see almost immediately starts to come up, which is so cool. And then that way you can sort of modify your pattern a little bit. So this is looking really neat. And what I'm going to do is kind of go through again and give it a spray. I'll show you in the end some different sample pieces, but I did do a gray shirt, and it kind of came up with a little kind of peach pink sort of a hue to it. So really just, again, kind of play with it. And if you don't know what it's going to come out like, find a little spot on the shirt and put just a little tiny dot of the bleach, and then that way will give you an idea as to how the color will be turning out. So here's this one. And what we're going to be doing here is flip it right side out so that you can see. If you want a more subtle pattern to it as opposed to this one that's really vivid, you want to use this method here by turning it inside out. So when doing it this way, I checked it. We're going to need to add a little more bleach around on our project here. Hopefully I won't lose too much of the definition. Okay, so I'm going to hold this pattern down and kind of press down a little, giving it a little pressure here, because what the idea is that it's going to come through to the other side. And now I'm going to take that off, put it aside, and flip our shirt right side out. And here you can see the pattern is a little more subtle. Now I probably should have done, you can see a little more bleach up above the O and a little more up above the X, but that's not to worry because we'll just turn it back inside out and add some more. That seems a little better, kind of going for what I was looking for. So I need to throw this into some water so it doesn't continue to lighten up. And I'm going to do the same with this one. And then if you don't have these metal letters, or you don't like what the metal letters say and you want something else, I'm going to show you, so don't go away, I'm going to show you a way that you can do this without these and have whatever words or whatever you want on it. Okay, so what you're going to need to do is print out whatever saying or whatever wording you would like, and I would highly suggest that you don't pick out anything too delicate or intricate. It's just going to be more work for you. So I picked a really simple font that's going to be real easy to cut out, and I'm also going to do this flower. What we're going to be using for this is this Reynolds Freezer Paper, and it's plastic coated, and it is perfect for this project. So pull out a piece that's large enough for the pattern or whatever wording that you have. Then you're just going to be putting this on top, and you can see right through there, and just go ahead and trace out your letters. Now that these are all traced out, we're going to cut the shapes out. You can use scissors, or you can use some type of a sharp instrument, Exacto knife, whatever, I don't know, whatever brand this is. But I wanted to show you how I'm going to do this on my flower. Aside first from cutting out that outer edge, I want to give a little bit of some maybe dimension to my flower. So once it's on there, so it's not just like a little flower. So I'm going to cut out these little moon shapes, or these kind of just little shapes in my flower, just to kind of make it a little more interesting along the way. You don't have to do this. You could do whatever design that you choose. I just thought it'd be kind of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and get these cut out and then show you our next step. Now what you're going to do, remove your plastic out of the way, but don't remove it entirely because you will be needing it, and heat your iron up, have that ready to go. And then if you want to do this on an ironing board, you can. I'm just using an old kitchen towel that I had and putting that down to use as my little ironing board. Then lay your shirt on top we're going to lay out our letters, and then all we're going to do, I've got my iron on the kind of between the cotton and the wool setting. You're just going to go ahead and iron these on, and it doesn't take too much. It's just enough to melt that plastic lining that they have. Make sure that plastic lining, by the way, is facing down, and that the paper side is the side you're going to be ironing. And you'll see that they adhere really nicely on there. So I'm going to put my flour on here as well. Then remove your towel and bring back your plastic, because we're back to bleaching. So don't forget when you're going to bleach that you do want to put something in between and go to town. Mostly go around your letters, and then if you want to alter the pattern by make sure you do this in a very well ventilated room. Hang on, let me open my door. Okay, carry on. This shirt's bleaching up really quickly. Now for this one, you don't have to worry too much because the pattern is stuck down, so it won't peel up until you're ready for it to peel up. You know what's great about this project is if you're somebody who's like impatient for waiting for your paint to dry, this comes up pretty fast. So you get your project pretty darn quick, which is really cool. Okay, at some point here you can peel up your letters and you will see how super duper cool this is. They're not hard to peel off at all. Unlike if you were using, say, I mean, if you have a Cricut or a Silhouette and you want to do your letters out of vinyl and put them on, you can most definitely do that. But this is an inexpensive way to go. And I'm going to give that a little bit, couple more minutes to kind of lighten up a bit more. Rinse it, and use a little bit of soap, or you can now, if you've made a few shirts, go ahead and throw them into your laundry. This is also really cute on jeans if you want to add a little design onto your pant leg or wherever. So I'm going to get these all washed and dried, and then I'll show you them all done. But before I do, I kind of wanted to show you a couple things. This gray shirt, when I sprayed it with the bleach, came out sort of a peach pink color. And you can see the back, you know, too, which is what gave me that idea also of kind of spraying from the back side. So that's this one. I also did this one here. So this is the technique that we did, putting the metal directly on and spraying on top, just like we did here. And then this is the method of putting it through the back side in reverse and spraying it from the inside. So these are some different methods, some different ways. As you can see, different shirts get different color depending also on how you leave it on. All right, now I'm gonna, oh wait, not true. Did you guys give me a thumbs up yet for this? Go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Let me know what you think of this project. Do you think it's gonna be something you're gonna do while you're sitting home, while you're using bleach everywhere else? All right. Oh gosh, I lied again. One more thing. Don't forget to head over to Taylor's channel and check out her really, really cool kind of tie-dye method that she does using bleach. So head on over there. The link is down below in the description box.